Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Man, it's been forever. But I'm here to tell you guys that my pregnancy was super successful and I carried to full term, actually past full term, 40 weeks and 2 days, so that's pretty cool. But I'm here to tell you guys my labor and delivery story. Let me just back it up to tell you guys the only complication that I had in my pregnancy. The only complication that I had in my pregnancy was placenta previa with a hematoma. So at 19 weeks, I was bleeding one night, super heavily. I was super scared and I rushed to the ER, and as soon as I got there, they got me in and they did an ultrasound and all kinds of tests on me, and they found that not only did I have placenta previa, but I also had a 7-centimeter blood clot, and it was on my placenta, which was causing the bleeding. So they said that either I would pass the clot or my body would absorb it. 24 weeks, I went in for a detailed ultrasound. I found out that my placenta previa corrected itself and that I no longer had a blood clot. My body absorbed it, thankfully. So now I could go back to a wonderful, normal, beautiful pregnancy. Now let's fast forward all the way up to when I went into labor. So at 39 weeks, I was 5 centimeters dilated, like for a whole week, because I didn't give birth until 40 weeks and 2 days. So I was 5 centimeters for quite a bit, and my water would not break on its own. So my doctor calls me in on a Saturday, or it was on a Sunday, the 22nd of November, and was like, hey, you know, we're not busy. You could totally come in and I'll break your water if you'd like, and we could just go from there. And I'm like, yes, please. I want this baby out. Let's get this going. So he breaks my water at 6:15 p.m. I start feeling contractions maybe 15 minutes later. The nurse comes in and asks, hey, do you want the epidural? I was like, yes, please give me the epidural. I don't want to feel any pain whatsoever. And maybe 15 minutes after I got the epidural, I started to feel like I was gonna black out. Like I started to feel like I was gonna faint. And I called the nurse in, and her and another nurse that was on call, or that was on the clock with her, came in and they injected my IV with something. They laid me flat. They were fanning me. They were talking to me, trying to keep me responsive. And thankfully, I did not black out. And thankfully, the way I was feeling did not affect the baby whatsoever. So that was really good. And then maybe like 15 minutes after they left the room, I started feeling really sharp pains in my pelvic area. Mind you, this whole time I'm trying to take a nap, because I learned from my first pregnancy to try to take a nap and try to sleep as much as you can, because you're gonna be super exhausted after you push. She comes in and she's like, she flips me over to the other side, and I'm scared. I'm like, maybe my epidural's not working. My gosh, like it doesn't feel like a contraction. It feels more like a stabbing pain, like something was trying to like claw its way out. It was really painful. So after that, she switches me to my other side and she leaves. 20 minutes later, she comes in and she's like, or maybe not even 20 minutes, maybe like 10 minutes later, she comes in, she's like, she flips on the light. She's like, sorry, no nap time for you. It's time to push. Your baby's ready. You're ready. We got to do it. I pushed for maybe 45 minutes. My doctor was not in there at all. It was completely just me and the nurse, because he was off delivering other babies. I don't think he realized how fast my labor and delivery was going to go either, just because my first pregnancy was 12 to 13 hours, but it went by super fast. And maybe like 45 minutes, he comes in and the head is already out. So he literally sits down and puts on his scrubs and his gloves, and he grabs the baby and puts him on my chest. He's like, all right, good job. You looking good. The baby's looking good. I gotta go. It was crazy how fast, how easy, and how simple my whole labor and delivery was. Can you say hi, Jalen? That's my 4-year-old. Yeah, last time you guys saw him, he was 2. So that tells you guys how long it's been since I've made a video. On 11/22/2015, I gave birth to another beautiful baby boy, and his name is Aiden James Rodriguez, and now he is 15 months old, and he is a handful, but I love him, and I love both my babies. You hear him in the back? So yeah, my pregnancy was super successful and I carried past term. So that was really great considering my condition. That's another thing I have to talk to you guys about, but I have to save that for another video. I am gonna end it with telling you guys that I do not have a septated uterus. I in fact have two completely different uteruses. There he is. Say hi, Aiden. I actually have two completely different uteruses, two different operating units. I don't have just one uterus and it's cutting and it's dividing in half. I actually have two completely different uteruses. I actually found this out just last month, so it's news to me too. Just when I think it can't get any crazier, it does. And I have a lot more to learn about myself, I guess. But I will let you guys know that in the next video how I found out. Just a heads up, it probably will be a little bit emotional, a little bit surprising to a lot because a lot of people don't know what has been happening with me in this past year and a half, 2 years. So yeah, the next video, just keep a lookout for it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, press the subscribe button. And I thank you guys again for supporting me and for all my subscribers who have stayed subscribed to me and waited for a response. I thank you guys so much. All right, guys, we will see you guys in the next video. Say bye.